Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys. So Liam Smith stops Chris Eubank Jr. in the fourth round. That fight happened yesterday. Finally got a chance to check it out. And basically what happened was, it looked to me, and maybe it's just me, but I noticed something towards the end of the third round going into the fourth. It looked like Eubanks Jr. was already starting to get a little fatigued. You saw him breathing kind of hard. And then basically in the fourth round, basically Smith worked his way in, got him against the ropes, and then he let his hands go. He caught him with an uppercut that stunned him, Eubanks that is, and then he caught him with a short hook, caught him flush. He went down, didn't have his legs under him. He got up. Referee tried to give him some recovery time, and then basically Smith went over there, threw a couple of punches. Then Eubanks Jr. went down, and basically you could see he was clearly hurt. And basically the referee called a halt to the fight because basically it wasn't no use to let the fight continue because Eubanks, probably if he would have let the fight continue, you might have seen Eubanks get carried out on the stretcher. Because when you're hurt the way he was hurt, yeah, you just don't want, you know what I'm saying, him to let his pride get in the way, act like he could fight when he clearly wasn't. So it was a bad loss for Eubanks Jr., but I got to keep it a buck. I wasn't that high on Chris Eubanks Jr. to begin with, but, nevertheless, this is a bad loss for him. Now, what happens with Liam Smith? Well, we got to see. He seized the moment of a good opportunity, so he put himself in a position to possibly, get some, more high caliber fights, some more high profile fights that could come his way, possibly. But as you guys know, it's a lot of politics in boxing. We just got to see. But I feel like he bought himself, based off that win, bought himself a couple of decent more fights. I'm not going to say elite fights, but some decent fights that can get him some decent money. As for Eubanks Jr., I don't know, man. That was just a bad loss to get stopped the way he did. And it also looked like, watching the fight towards the end of the third round, it looked like Eubanks Jr. was starting to get a little fatigued because it looked like he was kind of breathing a little hard. And that's just not a good sign. So it looked like he was starting to get a little fatigued after the third round. So that just puts a question mark over what kind of condition he had going into this fight. So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens next. But congratulations to Smith. Good performance. He was patient. He took what Eubanks gave him. He basically was waiting for an opportunity to counter. He was slipping those punches and he was blocking them with his glove. So he wasn't feeling the punches full throttle. He got caught a couple of times with a couple of uppercuts, but not to the point to where you could tell that they were doing serious damage. So basically he just saw an opportunity and he was waiting for an opening, and basically he got that opening towards the fourth. Maybe he saw what I saw, because he started to work his way in, using a little bit of the high guard, squinch down, and he got inside, he landed some shots. And then, like I said, that was just pretty much all she wrote. Bad loss for Eubanks Jr. But anyway, it's your boy Town Biz. I'm out.